bleed. Double kill.
What's going on, everyone? relliK42 here, and today I'm going to be going over the Champions Bundle DLC that was recently released today for Halo 4. Now, along with this full bundle for 800 Microsoft points, there are side bundles that cut up the whole DLC into bits and pieces for lower amount of Microsoft points. In case you didn't want to buy the whole thing, you can buy bits and pieces of it. Now, the full bundle, the Champions Bundle, comes with the Bullseye pack, the Steel Skin pack, and the Infinity Armor pack. Everything. The Infinity Armor pack comes with the Halo CE Mark V permutation, ODST permutation, and the Forerunner Prefect armor. The Steel Skin pack comes with 10 brand new weapon skins for primary weapons and sidearms. The Bullseye pack comes with the Ricochet game type, Ricochet armor, Pitfall, which is the remake of the Pit, and Vertigo. Now here you can get a preview of each of the weapon cosmetics. I'm not going to personally go through and rate each one because my design preferences or art style preferences may differ than yours or somebody else's. It's just cosmetics. It doesn't affect the game anyway. It's just a bonus. But I personally like all the cosmetics, and I'm glad that they included them. It doesn't look like they're half-assed and that they threw a bunch of colors into a blob and threw it onto a gun. The designs work well with the guns. The colors blend in and mix well with the other colors, and they include it as a side package for people who just care about the cosmetics, which is great. On to the upcoming tactical and support packages. I only went in and looked at one of them and recorded that because the other two are pretty self-explanatory, which I'm going to get up to in a moment. So when I'm explaining that, you're only going to see one of them just so that you get a visual idea of how one of them works. Anyway, the first one up is a tactical package, which is called Resistor. Now, what Resistor does, when you're sprinting and you're being fired upon, you keep your momentum. So this way, if you're running away and you're getting shot at, you won't slow down. Or if you're running at somebody, so it's good for objective and whatever you use it for. Now, in the support package, there's one called Survivor, which ejects you right before the vehicle that you're in is about to explode. So this way, you don't have to worry about pressing RB at the right time. It's automatically going to eject you. And then the other one, which is Recharger, recharges your shields at a faster rate. Now you may be wondering how fast, but I recorded that so we could see how it works with and without the Recharger support package. So first up, you're going to see an example of taking damage and recharging shields without the Recharger support package. Okay, that was without Recharger. As I go and jump off the map, take a quick look at the pause menu. And then next up, as you can see, I'm using the Recharger support package, so you get to see how quick it recharges with that. About 2 to 2.5 seconds faster, maybe. Or my seconds may be off, but it doesn't appear to be that much faster. Now here I'm going to go over the armor permutations and my opinions on them. The Ricochet helmet has two variations. One with the eagle on the side of the head and one without. Looks like a football helmet. Looks cool. Or rugby helmet, I should say. Up next you have the Prefect helmet, which got a lot of mixed opinions about it, but I personally think it looks okay. It looks nice for a Forerunner style helmet. The ODST helmet looks different than what it normally did. However, with the colors and the design, it looks still pretty cool. And the Mark V looks the same, if not better, than as it always did in the previous other Halo games. Maybe it's because of the lighting on the visor that makes it stand out more than me. So first, in terms of shield pieces, you have the Ricochet shield. Not personally a big fan of it in the design. Then you have the Prefect torso, the ODST torso, and Mark V. And the torsos look okay. They're not really standing out to me. I wouldn't personally use them. Next, you have the Ricochet shoulder, which takes an interesting design compared to other shoulders. Same with the Prefect. Then you have your classic ODST and Mark V shoulders, and I show the same thing on the other shoulder. I like both the Prefect and the Ricochet shoulders. I don't know if I would use them in a full set or if I would combine them with various styles of armor on me. They still look pretty nice. In terms of forearms, you have the Ricochet, which looks rather simple yet cool. Prefect, looking just sleek with some designs. ODST, which kind of reminds me of another armor permutation I can't think of. And then the Mark V, which kind of looks like there's just nothing on there. And last but not least, we go on to the legs, which I think actually look really nice if you paid attention to them. Ricochet looks nice in its design, and same with Prefect with where the colors are going to end up. My favorite coming up is the ODST with how the colors look and the style of the armor pattern. And then you finally have the classic Mark V. So all in all, the armors look terrific. Now, with the Champion Bundle DLC, you also get achievements that can be unlocked through playing on the various maps or in matchmaking. However, with 343i's updated playlist in Reach and in Halo 4, they include achievements that are map-specific, game-type specific, etc. After a while, it may be impossible to play on some of the Champions Bundle DLC maps because of how they're designed in the playlist, because who knows how long that playlist is going to stay up. So these achievements may be difficult to obtain, not by the means of obtaining them, but rather just simply getting the map, because people will either vote for it, not vote for it, do whatever. So I personally don't mind the achievements. However, for those who want to get it, if they are map specific or game type specific, they're going to have extreme difficulty possibly later on if they don't get it as of right now. Now we go on to the armor stances. It's actually nice to see more armor stances because when the game shipped, it didn't include a lot. Most had to be unlocked, but they either took forever and people turned to boosting. The armor stances look unique. I don't have any problems with them. Again, it's more cosmetics. However, I think that most of these could have been fairly designed earlier on and included with the game. That could be said about the weapon cosmetics as well, but then again, you can go either way with that debate. With just focusing on how they look and the design, I personally like each one, except for that one. Loyalty kind of look like you're saluting to the sun, which makes no sense to me. You'd be looking straight forward instead of straight up into space, but whatever. The stances look wonderful. Now we get into the heart of the DLC, which are the maps. The first map that I came upon was Vertigo while playing Infinity Slayer. Now, in terms of map design, it offers various ways to engage your opponents. There are side ways to flank through tunnels and caves, which act as flat grounds, slightly elevating, slightly de-elevating. And then in the center, you have various buildings, a spire-like structure in the back, pipes to run along, various points to jump from point A to point B, just various ways to engage your opponent and to move along the map. Now, on two sides of the map, there are these certain targets you can shoot in which activate an EMP pulse that will disrupt your enemy's shields if they are in the vicinity, and it's another way to take out your opponent. Overall, with the map, I personally like it. It's my favorite that came along with the bundle. I love what 343 did with it. It reminds me of a classic Halo map style playing, per se. Like that classic feel with engaging opponents, etc. Because classic Halo maps included various ways to take on your opponent of various height elevations, you know, through structures and whatnot. And it's not just all flat ground. There's various ways to flank, and it will provide interesting experiences and encounters when playing Slayer, as well as if anybody wanted to play one flag on this, it would provide interesting experience with that, and is fun with Extraction and King of the Hill from what I played so far. The only thing I'm iffy on is the weapon spawns, but other than that, I give the map an A-okay. On to Ricochet and Pitfall. Ricochet is the new game type that comes with the map pack, in which two teams go against each other, and there's a central ball. You have to throw it or carry it into the enemy zone, and depending on how you do so, will offer various amounts of points and score limits to 150. I view it as Halo Quidditch. Now, the Pitfall itself, which is the remake of the Pit, I like it. It plays exactly like the Pit. The weapon spawns are the same. There is a pro in which they took away the window spawn up above, so nobody can get up there and do any sniping, etc. However, there is a con where they added a way to get out of the sword room through this central gap, and they also added a way to get into the middle room. So I wish that they would take those two elements out, and then it would be an exact remake of the Pit. That's my only grievance with it, and I dislike that greatly. However, the Pitfall still plays like the Pit. As I said, weapon spawns are the same. Ricochet is a lot of fun. It's fun to coordinate with your friends and throw around the ball. It actually gives throwing the ball or bomb a use rather than just using it in Griffball, since there is no assault. So it finally serves a purpose. I would give the map and the game type an A-okay. So overall, I would give the map pack an 8 out of 10. Vertigo and the remake of the Pit are nice to have in Halo 4. The weapon cosmetics and armor stances are well due because there isn't much customization in regards to that, and Ricochet is a fun new game type. However, a game type, weapon skins, and armor permutations and stances seem like various things that should have been included for the game earlier on. It doesn't seem something to fully complete a map pack for 800 Microsoft points, in my opinion. I would have liked to see a third map, and like I said with Vertigo, the weapon spawns are a bit iffy, and there's that one bit with the Pit that I would like changed. But however, people who continue to play Halo 4 will still like the maps and still like the new additions. If you're on the fence about the map pack, I say you can definitely get it. Definitely get it, in my opinion. If not the full map pack, then definitely get the maps themselves, because Ricochet and the two maps are definitely the meat of the entire map pack and should be visited. That's my review. I'm relliK42, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.